Meowdy.
I just hit the stream button. We're all on mute. Give me just a second. Alright, now we can introduce ourselves. Hello everybody, I am Gavin the Kitty. I am your humble host. Today we are doing an art stream, and with me today is...
Hello everybody, I'm the fake.
It's Nick.
And B.
It's the E!
E.
Oh boy. Yeah, but I'm
Howdy.
just... I decided last minute, like, fuck video games today. I'm just gonna fucking do some art.
Hell yeah.
So, it's gonna mostly be coloring this one piece and then working on the hands. So,
Cans are time consuming.
yeah, it's mostly gonna be, so all this piece needs here, as my audience can see, so I need to get the hand paws, the insides, and the back, just an up-close detail. I need to get the tags on the ear, and I need to color the rest of this. It's a very simple character today, because that's all the person wanted. Not even kidding, like, that's just what they wanted. I've been meaning to finish this for about 3 days now, but due to some at-home circumstances, I haven't been able to, but guess what? I'm able to now.
Heck yeah.
So how's everybody's day going?
Been a day.
Been a day?
Been a day.
Nick,
I bought a printer. I bought a printer, and it finally works.
Oh, nice.
Printers are my mortal enemy.
Work. And this is the third printer in a month that I've gone through.
Third?
How do you...
Yeah.
Bro.
Alright, well, I kicked that off. Yeah, so I bought an HP, got it home, didn't work. It took me like a week to finally get the strength to go back and return it.
Huh.
And then, while I was there, I bought an Epson printer, and I got it home. It worked, but everything I printed out was green.
What?
Oh?
So, I finally checked it. There was the magenta wasn't coming out.
Ooh.
So, I ended up reading the manual. It says, oh yeah, just clean it until the nozzle opens up and it'll work. I cleaned it, and I kept hitting the clean button, and finally it just said it was out of ink. So I ended up returning that one.
Jeez.
And now I bought a Canon, and it actually works.
Damn.
So in a span of a month, I've been through 3 printers, and now this is the 3rd one.
Here's hoping that was...
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. There's not going to be a 4th printer.
Huh.
Damn.
All I want it for is to print out patterns. All I want to do is...
You're right. It won't be... It won't be... it won't be the 4th printer. It'll be the 7th.
Huh.
7 more printers later. I finally printed out all the patterns!
Oh, shit. No, but, so, this, commission is for somebody at, that I met at BRFF, because, like, all of my commissions lately, They've been all of my commissions got postponed by like 3 days. So I am dreadfully behind where I wanted to be.
I think considering the con was like a weekend ago, like I think you're doing pretty well for turnaround times.
Yeah, but at the same time, I also am leaving for MCFC this weekend.
True.
And like I'd love to start on their commissions and stuff when I get there. Just be like, yeah, I got a clean slate. Go ahead and start commissioning me.
Yeah.
Especially after the news I got today.
Oh?
So Truman, right? He hasn't been paid in a weekend.
Yeah.
Turns out he now gets paid every 2 weeks.
Okay.
Not too big of a deal, except for when you realize he is dead broke, and they didn't tell him this information until today.
Oh. So is he not getting paid until next weekend?
He's not.
Or this upcoming weekend?
He's not getting paid until the 25th, which is the day we leave.
Ow.
Yeah. I've already explained it to the person that we're rooming with, so luckily he knows.
That's good at least.
But goddamn.
Oof, ouch.
All of the ouch.
Gotta love it when companies don't tell you the critical need to know information.
Yeah. Well, we spent, I know some people were upset there was no stream yesterday.
Aw.
But we ended up, we sat down to play Ratchet and Clank Deadlock because we had to just throw somebody out of my house, so we were like, fuck it, we're gonna enjoy a nice day in the house.
Good.
Which we did. We played Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, and that's a good fucking game. We played it from the morning up until we had to go to bed.
Wow.
Damn.
And like
there's just how good Ratchet Clank is.
Now I normally have like a order I like to do shit in those games.
Yeah.
And as of this morning, I have 1 achievement left to get.
Damn.
Shit.
Bro. Have you ever considered, like, trying to speedrun stuff?
I thought about it. I really have. I mean, with how fast we beat shit on this channel and crap, like, I could totally speedrun some shit.
Yeah, because sometimes, especially considering how fast you, like, surpassed me in Arceus. You showed up, like, 2 weeks, like, late to the party, and you were like, okay, I'm done. I was like, what?
I love that crap, though.
Well, if you're ever interested in the Hollow Knight's achievement, like, there is an achievement for if you can beat the game in under 3 hours.
Now, that's the weird shit. It's... When it comes to Metroidvanias, I never fucking do the speedrun challenges. Never. And it all comes down to the fact that it's like, it takes a while, and I'm just like, I gotta learn it, I gotta learn the strategies. I just like playing.
Consider after, you know, you beat the game, if you want to, like, I've seen people, I forget what the speedrun time is, it's like less than half an hour, I think, for, like, the record.
Yeah. Well, I'll have to look into it a little bit, but I haven't considered speedrunning any Metroidvanias, even though I am alright at doing other games.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I think a part of that is the sit-down time for that. I'd have to sit down and learn a game and just play it, like, over and over and over again. And I'd love to do that, but seeing as we still have yet to get any donations on this channel, it's part of the reason I gotta focus on, like, commissions and shit to get this shit done.
Can't believe nobody donated to your Milkman Sonic quest.
I know, right? If somebody could
shame.
focus on the chat for a little bit, because I can't see it. Hey, Rusty. Hey, Foxino. Hey, Man Mysterious.
Sorry, I literally am just speaking through my phone. I'm like clearing up the kitchen so I can make cookies.
Well, yeah, I know that much. I know Nick's on the phone from the way he sounds.
Yeah, I'm sitting in my SUV. I've got to unfortunately work in about 50 minutes.
Boo.
Truman,
I mean, valid, but also boo.
I woke up from a night's nap, but my back hurt from the bed. But I woke up and I was like, yes, I am well rested.
Good naps.
Like, my head hurt and my back hurt, but I was very content to wake up for once.
Hell yeah.
And I think part of that boils down to the fact that we had
Fix the situation.
Yeah, we fixed the situation.
That's good.
What's funny is I think about everybody in my chat right now knows the situation.
But we'll keep it vague, so if anybody ever rewatches it, they'll be left in mystery.
I think that's fair. Yeah, I know Rusty knows. Okay, SML, I see you in Discord.
I've been spotted. Run!
No, come back and talk about your mini weenies.
Yes!
Oh yeah, I bought a couple of mini dogs.
A
What's
couple.
your definition of a couple? Because that looked like a couple dozen.
That looked like a couple thousand.
I was. Today was like a fast food day for me. Like I didn't feel like eating like making food. So I went to my local McDonald's and they were like, haha, lobby's closed.
Boo.
Like,
Boo.
I'm like, hang it. And I know that and there's like a Wendy's like right down the street from it, but their lobby isn't ever open ever. So I'm like, crap, where should I go? And I'm like, feck it. I'll just like wander around Lloyd Center. I need the exercise. Lloyd Center being the local mall here.
Yeah.
Rusty, how
a pretzel place.
Hang on, just real fast. I gotta ask the chat. Rusty, how the hell did you end up in New York when you were just in Texas like 2 days ago?
Yo, hard in New York though. Do I have to fist fight you? Come onto my turf.
Alright, back to the mini weenies. Sorry.
But weird. But on the second floor, there is a pretzel place called Aunt Annie's.
My favorite.
They're the best.
Yeah.
I love those.
So, like, I'm just sitting there, like, mouth open, like, in my mask, because I like, regardless of the policy, I wear a mask anyway.
Valid.
Very valid.
Especially in a mall.
So, I was just staring at the menu, and like, one of the items was pretzel bucket. I'm like...
Bucket?
Yeah, I was like, what? And it didn't show a price for it. It just says $0 for and 0 cents for like all 3 options. So I'm like,
weird.
So I walk up to the guy and I'm like, what is a pretzel bucket? And he basically essentially says that it's like the size of like one of those popcorn bowls that you see in movie theaters.
Yeah.
But for pretzels, like little mini bite-sized pretzels. Like they have nuggets, a pepperoni kind, and the mini dogs. And I'm like, okay, I'll just. And like I looked, he like showed the actual size of the bucket. I'm like, oh okay, I'll just buy a bucket and have that for like dinner.
Yeah.
And so, like, I pay the $25 because it's apparently $25.
Damn it! I was hoping that was gonna be free, and you walked away like 50.
Bandit.
I mean, I wouldn't be a raccoon for nothing. But like, I pay for the bucket. I sit down, I wait. Like maybe 15-30 minutes go by, and I completely spaced out the fact that I was listening to the same song for about an hour.
Yeah, that checks out for you.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, man, this is a very long... Oh, it's been an hour since I played this once. Since I started listening to this one song. Whoops.
How long is the song?
3 minutes.
Oh my god.
Like a
It's,
1 hour compilation of the same song.
You know what? We're gonna listen to the same song for 3 days on loop. Nothing but.
I actually did that like up until yesterday. I couldn't. I had I Think We're Alone Now by Tiffany stuck in my head, so I'm like, okay, if I just listen to the song enough times, it will drown it out. It's still stuck in my head.
Oh, I hate that.
But like
Just like Katy
so anyway,
Perry's
I'm just
Last Friday Night.
Yeah,
But,
that'll work.
yeah, but I sit and I wait for the food, and I'm like oh, I've been listening to the same song for an hour. I should change it. Still didn't change it until I got home.
Jeez.
Which is like a 15 to 30 minute walk. But
Oof.
I sit there, I wait, I listen to the same song over again like an idiot. The guy stands at like the little like gate door that they have in the mall, which is like
Yeah.
where like a kid could like see through it, like see over it, like and such like that. And he's just holding a box,
What?
and
Oh.
he's like, and he looks at me,
At you.
and in my head I'm thinking, what? I just wanted a bucket. I didn't want a box. But I pretended like, oh yes, the box. Exactly what I ordered. Thank you. Have a nice day. And then
God.
like, I go home. I open up the box and like I showed it to you guys in group, but it's like 4 handfuls of mini hot dogs wrapped in like pretzel breading, just sitting just in
In a
that box.
box?
I'm just like.
So weird.
Yeah, I'm just looking at it and I'm like, I probably should have ordered some cheese.
Oh, rip.
Could have ordered some of their sauce. Like, man.
Dang.
Like I bought the bucket and like a pepperoni pretzel. Like the pepperoni pretzel being for like lunch.
Yeah.
It's a pepperoni pretzel. It's like a pizza, but as a pretzel and it's pepperoni, which is awesome.
Pizza?
Oh shit.
God, don't make me find and play that voice clip.
Which you won't.
But yeah, I'm just like, huh, this is a box of mini dogs. So I took a picture of it and sent to the group saying I bought a couple of mini dogs.
Only a couple.
Only a couple.
Yeah, just a couple.
So, as far as getting things stuck in your head, when I was younger, I actually played the Mega Man Legacy Collection, Anniversary Collection on loop for like a couple nights straight. I was just playing the fighting game on that collection. Well, the way the game opens is with like brought to you by such and like Q sound or whatever. And it makes this fucking noise. It's like bum ba da ba da bum 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 bum. And for some reason, that popped in my head as we were driving down the road. I was still in the car with my mom, and I was thinking, what the fuck is this sound in my head? It's creepy as shit! Why won't it leave?
Oh god.
When I was a kid, I had It's Raining Men stuck in my head.
You're gay.
Like, and it was like to a point where like it's at a point where if my family listens to that song, they hate it now. Like they hate the song because I would listen to it on repeat
Oh jeez.
publicly for hours on end. And it's not even and I'm not trying to say it's a bad song, but it's like not the kind of song you'd listen to on repeat.
Yeah.
You listen
like
to
I
it.
was just thinking today
It's
about.
like
I
the
was
kind of
trying to
song that you would
remember.
listen to in like a playlist of songs, like top
Yeah.
80s rock hits or something like that.
You listen to it one time, you go, alright, yeah, that was fun. Moving on.
Yeah, but for some reason I was just so obsessed with it that it was like, oh hallelujah indeed, like raising my hands and like being as effeminate as possible.
That's pretty tough for you.
No,
Yeah, it's pretty tough for you.
I can be effeminate.
Says
I was trying to remember. I was like earlier today. I'm like, man, there was like a couple months ago. I had like one song stuck in my head, and now I can't remember the song that was stuck in my head, and that's frustrating me. Because it was like insanely stuck in my head, and I could not remember it. And I still can't.
Probably was Camel by Camel.
I don't think so. It was something like really obscure, and I don't know why it was stuck in my head, and I can't get it. I can't remember what it was, but I remember it being really frustrating and it was stuck in my head. But as soon as I remember it, I'm gonna be mad I remember it. But then I'm gonna be frustrated until I remember it.
You're just gonna be sitting there, just like drawing like a couple of hours after the stream ends, and you're like,
yeah.
well, like, dang it.
Ew.
Though I've also listened to some weird like off the abnormal bands and songs or whatever like that, like the band Prozac.
Have you ever listened to Cake? I love their stuff.
Cake?
By the
Cake,
ocean?
yeah. Not that one, like the band Cake.
No.
Their
Maybe.
stuff.
Actually,
I will
maybe.
send you guys a link to when we were talking about the other day about like what's your stand. Like that was one of their songs called Comfort Eagle, and it's so fucking weird, and like I love it. I'll send it to you guys later. It's such like their music's weird, but it's good. But when you're listening to the lyrics, you're like, what are they talking about? Help!
Help me. These people are crazy.
And pretty much.
It's like my life right there. Oh shit. What else has been going on? Yeah, I got nothing. Like literally nothing has happened in my life.
I went to the mall on Saturday with my friends, and I haven't seen these friends in like 6 months.
Okay, before you continue, question.
Yes.
Milk bath bomb.
Yes, it's technically a bubble bar. I was wrong. Same thing-ish. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna accumulate a really weird, shoot, I forgot the name of it. Care package. I'm gonna make a really weird care package for you, so you can make a little unboxing video, so next time you have a con, you can have a short video to share.
Perfect.
That sounds neat.
But I gotta accumulate some weird stuff first, so it might take me a week or two.
Oh yeah, by the way, Artie, I have a question
Yes.
for you. Can you help me with some editing before I leave for the next convention?
What day are you leaving?
We are leaving the 25th, and I am still not done editing
Is that
the BR.
Thursday?
That is Friday.
Friday, okay.
And I
can try.
I am still not done editing the BRFF video.
How long is it so far?
Fuck if I know. I've just been recording like audio snippets.
There. I can try. I can't guarantee I'll have it be able to be done in that turnaround time, unfortunately.
Oh, I just need you to like double check me on a couple things mostly, but like
Oh, sure.
maybe record some audio for me, but like most of it is just like while we were all suffering back at home. Gavin was doing this bullshit.
While we were sitting here waiting for our sentence to end.
Okay. Okay, that works.
I just remembered a very weird song that I listened to when I was like a kid.
Yeah.
But it was like, it was from the Beavis and Butthead movie. Like,
alright.
Like, I think its name was Equestrian Seagull or something?
That sounds unique.
But, like, I don't remember anything of the lyrics. I just remember, like, what was going on in the scene. Where just, like, the IRS or FBI or whatever government that deals with terrorist organizations just goes into this high school and tackles this hippie teacher.
What?
I'm just like, what? Yeah, exactly.
Checks
I was
out,
like,
I
what?
guess.
I mean, Beavis and Butthead, okay, yeah, that sounds about right. I mean, like, fucking, that show is one of those shows I will never actively choose to sit down and watch, ever.
Yeah,
Just-
that's fair.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I believe the person who made Beavis and Butthead went to go make Hank Hill.
Yeah, he
Like,
did. He
King of the Hill.
Yeah, which is
Hell
a
yeah.
much better show. Still not something I'd actively sit and watch.
You know what I find funny about the whole King of the Hill thing?
Yeah?
Is that Hank's dad was actually supposed to be the guy with glasses in the Beavis and Butthead universe. That guy that's like the neighbor to those two.
Yeah?
But like the TV company or whatever that King of
Fox.
the
That
Hill
owned
was
them?
working for, they were like, no, we don't want you to have that guy as Hank's father. So they were like, okay, and just made someone else Hank's father.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's weird. I look out my window and I see weird shit every now and again. I'm just sitting here.
Like what?
I'm just sitting here drawing and I'm thinking, yeah, you know, my day can't get any more peaceful. As I'm watching, as I look out my window, turn to my right, and I just see some youths with some fucking skateboards and shit. I'm like, who the fuck skateboards anymore?
You saw
Friend.
the elusive
Not
crackhead.
now. He's retired.
You saw my people, not my people. The people I deal with.
What? Kids with skateboards?
No, crackheads.
No, I did not see crackheads.
Oh, well, they may have been.
Same
I mean,
thing?
they're still
Ah,
skateboarding.
yes.
Yes!
Yes. Yes, that is what a skater is. They ride on the skateboard, go to zoomies, and do the crack.
As somebody who used to skate, ouch.
Oh no, I'm back. Okay, I lost connection there for a little bit.
Rip.
Gosh, Nick. That's a rough one. Saying all the kids are out there doing crack, like, damn.
Specifically skater kids, no less.
You're like, who skates anymore?
Well, yeah, I am like who skates anymore, because, like, by the time I
My
was...
adult friend Lucius.
Yeah, that makes sense. That checks out.
My friend group was at the mall, and he walks up to our group because we had different cars, and he was carrying a skateboard, and we're like, dude, this is like the busiest day of the mall. Why are you carrying a skateboard around? He's like, you wouldn't get it. To be fair,
You don't
there's no
understand,
way he had to park at like the back of the farthest parking lot, so he skated up to the mall, which made sense. But carrying around a skateboard during like the busiest day would not be like my
Oh,
ideal.
yeah. Carrying a skateboard
time
on
to
a
carry
Friday?
skateboard. No, on a Saturday. It was so busy. I'm just like, dude, you're gonna knock everybody over.
That is still fucking amazing. I just want to, like, go up and shake the man's hand, just be like,
You'll probably meet him someday.
Oh, I'm sure I will. Fucking imagine the first thing that he says, like, you wouldn't get it.
What are you doing carrying a skateboard? You wouldn't get it.
You wouldn't get it.
You're not
Don't
my mom.
understand me.
It's not a phase.
It's not a phase, Dad.
It's not a phase, Mom. It's real.
This is who I am,
Hate
Mom.
life.
You know,
Just
out of
wouldn't get it.
everything I've experienced in my childhood, being a furry, it has actually not been a phase at all. For me.
Mine was stuffed animals. Like that never my parents were like, you're gonna
Oh,
outgrow
same
this.
here.
And I have so many stuffed animals now. Like growing up when I was in like 3rd grade, my mom's like, you're not gonna have that stuffed animal for much longer, and I'm like, now I'm an adult who dresses up like a stuffed animal. You know.
Yeah, and I'm just like, as a kid, I'm like, I'm not gonna have that many raccoon plushies. And now I have like 4 cubbies full of raccoon plushies.
Why have you never shown me these? Because I want to see them.
You want to know
I-
what's disturbing?
What?
I never really had a phase.
You've just attached to everything you've ever liked and stuck with it?
Pretty much, yeah.
Interesting. That's
But,
fair.
like,
I mean,
let's
that's not
see.
really so
Video
much a
games.
weird thing.
Video games, action figures, movies, furries, comic books. It all just kind of stuck with me as I moved along. Like, I never, like, just said, whatever, I'm done.
You're just like,
Like,
furry.
I don't know. the phase never left, man.
I blame that one kid from high school that introduced it to me when I was 15. And I kid you not, quote 2015 me, when I was told what furries were, my quote was, "That sounds fucking stupid." It's like 2 years, quote me, 2017, it's just like, 2017, I had a persona.
Oh
In a
god, I
2 years
remember the
span, my opinion changed real quick.
very first persona I ever had, and it's still, I still look at it and I'm just like, wow, I was a child. Because my very first persona wasn't actually really a persona. It was just a Sonic the Hedgehog recolor.
Oh my god! Of course,
Yeah,
of course, it was a Sonic
and, like,
OC.
Yeah, and, and the thing is that the reason why I I had my first persona was a Sonic OC is because one, I was massively into Sonic, like not the Sonic game, just the character, and like two, I could quote unquote draw Sonic's head really well, which I showed to Gavin at one point when like some of the pictures that I drew of Sonic when I was that like around that age of the first persona or whatnot, and Gavin was like physically hurting because of it.
I want to see this so bad.
I've seen it. You don't want to see it. You don't want
I
to see
want
it.
to see it. I want to feel pain.
Okay, I'll just say this. Okay, imagine Sonic's head, but instead of him having multiple quills, it's 3 quills, and he has no nose.
Huh? How old were you when you were drawing this?
Like about 12 to 13 years old.
Okay, yeah, that checks out.
Hang on for a moment. I want to answer Uranium's question because he said, "Is having furry friends just like being friends with a stuffed animal?" I say no. It's like collecting stuffed animals. Judging from many photos I have taken where I've drawn my friends as plushies, it's just like collecting plushies, but they talk
Just
back.
a bunch of Beanie Babies.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah,
My
it's like
furry friends
collecting
kind of just
sentient
become my
plushies.
like extra found family. But like, so in that case, I guess it's more like catching them all and Pokemon.
I think that's a good
Pokemon Go, furry
representation.
edition.
I mean, let's see here. I got 2 bats, 2 deers, a goat, a raccoon. It's like, okay, what else am I adding to this mess of a family I've created?
Oh, and it's really fun when you like, especially if you're like have a niche species when you find other people. Like for a bat, there aren't a ton of bats out there, so like, there are a fair amount. But like one of my friends just got a bat fursuit, and now they're like bat fam, and we're like doing all this bat stuff, and it's really fun when you like find somebody with like your niche species, and you guys are just like, yeah, bat fam, or like whatever.
Like if you're if you're like a dolphin and you find another dolphin and you're like,
can I
like, one of us?
Can I say one thing though? If furry is your only personality trait, get the fuck out.
Yeah.
True. I think what's interesting about the furry fandom is that, like, unlike a lot of other fandoms, it's not just like, oh, we like this one piece of media. It's like, oh, we all like to pretend to be animals to a certain degree, but we all have our, like, these are the car furries, these are the dance furries, these are the anime furries, these are the gamer furries. Like, there's a lot of just,
it's high school, but cooler.
Yeah.
High
and
school.
Way more
Sometimes
gay.
a little bit more.
Very,
way
very,
more gay.
way more gay.
Yeah. Like locker room.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever actually used a locker room back in school. Like, I think I remember just it being there.
I literally
And I was
clicked.
like, oh, okay.
So I clicked the playlist to start today. It's just a bunch of game music, and like half of these songs I've never heard of before, and it's driving me nuts with how hard it's going. Like no, because you guys can't hear it, but like I play a song and then it's just like one song's okay, and then the next song it's like, all right, now we're on a serious ass adventure, guys. I'm like, I'm just coloring a bear.
Aww.
Yeah. That sounds funny. Just
Yeah.
like 1 minute you're just like the songs are just like, oh, it's nice and calm music, and the next is just like something from Crazy Taxi where it's like go go go, like Jesus, I'm just trying to draw.
No, I prefer
be.
something from Crazy Taxi. This is like Civilization 5. You started a war, like bullshit.
Oh,
This is a weird playlist.
I'm listening to Donkey Kong Country music, but on the Game Boy.
Eh.
Like, okay, that's calming, but then in 3 songs, not even kidding, 3 songs, we get Dune 2, Enemy Approaching. And then it's back to Game Boy music.
Not very well curated list.
just suddenly, hey, look, we're playing Doom now.
Yeah, I got nothing. Fucking
Just add an Animal Crossing song and then a Doom song, and it'll fit in.
yeah,
It'll fit in together.
that'll
Well,
make
I mean,
sense.
of course
Yep.
it'll fit in, considering all of the freaking jokes about Isabel and the Doom guy.
And I still just remember when, like, COVID hit and Animal Crossing came out that same fucking weekend and everyone went berserk for, like, 3 months.
Meanwhile, I was like a year late. Because I bought it like a year later.
I still don't play Animal Crossing, like, at all.
It's
Played
pretty
it a couple
interesting.
times since. It's nice. It's cute.
For me, it's fun until all of the villagers start repeating the same stuff.
It's
yeah.
cute, but it's very samey. And I'm like, yeah. You okay, Nick?
Yeah, I'm just battling with my handcuffs. Sorry.
Oh.
Joy.
He's battling with his what now?
Handcuffs.
Whoa?
He's a police officer.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, technically,
Oh.
detainee officer, I believe. Wasn't that what you called it?
Detention officer.
Yeah, that.
Oh, detention.
Gotcha.
You know, I've made.
I am now going to look up what a detention officer is.
I just think it's funny that like I went to a furry convention, and like I've managed to run into the police officers and become friends with the officers. It's like that would not happen on the street.
Like when I say my life is dealing with crackheads, my life is dealing with crackheads.
I understand now. Yep, that checks out.
I got made fun of because, I kid you not, the day before the con, I had to half, not fully, but half fight a fully naked man high on meth.
What?
Oh my god, bro.
What the hell? You didn't
And
tell
that's
me
a
that.
normal thing to say. Like, it doesn't faze me anymore, saying that sentence. Other people that don't know,
Like, I could see other people just freaking the shit out, being like, what the hell?
yeah,
I know.
No,
that's
that's
what
a-
Tuesday.
You know what? If
that's
I'm
a
funny.
normal night, almost. Some
Yeah.
nights we might have peace.
Maybe.
Some.
Not
Maybe.
You know what I
but some.
You know what I
always.
find funny? He mentioned about how he had to like contain a half naked person like high on meth, and you and Clover's immediate reaction is like gasping and shock, and I'm just laughing.
Yep.
Yeah.
That checks out.
Yeah, it checks out for me.
Insane raccoon dad is insane.
Yeah. I expect nothing less from a raccoon.
Now, if only we could get Harry in here, cause like, boy,
Shush.
then I could have both the dads in here.
Father
God, I
units.
hate
Oh.
hate having my trichotillomania. It sucks.
Trichotilla what?
Hello?
Trichotillomania. It's a mental disorder that causes a person to pull out hairs out of their body.
I have a
Oh,
friend who's
yeah.
got that.
Usually due to stress, anxiety, and or OCD. for me, it's usually a combination of the three to some degrees, depending on the situation. Like, if it's like, if I'm at like a job or something like that, it's usually from stress. If I'm talking to anybody that's not my closest friends, it's anxiety. And sometimes I will just like get distracted and look at my and I'll just scan my arm for like hair that looks quote unquote out of the ordinary and then pull it.
Mm.
And it's and I've had it for over a decade. Like, I had it when I was like in 3rd grade, so like maybe about 8 or 9 years old. And it was way worse like back then. Like when I first got it, it was bad to where I looked like a chemo patient.
Ooh.
Well,
Yeah. And
speaking
so
of...
imagine going through 4th grade looking looking already bald.
Speaking of hair, I have to clean my fucking bathroom.
Oh.
Same?
Because
My cat likes to... I'll let you go.
Well, because that guy that was over here left it a fucking mess. Like, it was already, like, a little bit of a mess. Like, I was planning on cleaning it, but, like, now I actually have to, like, clean it. Like, he left soap in my... He left soap in my sink.
What?
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
I don't know.
Like, at all?
I don't know.
Like, for me, I gotta clean my bathroom. I gotta clean my bathroom because my cat likes to lay in my bathtub.
Oh.
And so it's like cat hair basically clogs the drain. And I don't know how to fix that.
Do you have like a little like hair catcher for your drain?
No.
That might fix it.
I do.
Well, I mean, I know that would fix it, but I'm talking about like right now because it's like if I turn on the bath water for the shower, like almost immediately it acts like as if it's plugged up.
Do you have one of those little things that you like pop down a drain and it pulls the hair out?
Snake.
No, I don't.
I'd say I don't know the name of it. Yeah,
It's a drain snake.
There might be one specifically for hair, that you could probably look into getting.
Okay, new persona idea somebody needs to take right now.
Yes.
A snake who is also a plumber.
Drain snake.
I mean, Clover wasn't here for it, like, I think yesterday, or the day before.
Yeah.
But, like, we were playing, Champed Up on Jackbox, and I was only able to draw, like, a couple of things. I was able to draw Finn the human, wielding what is supposed to be, like, a broken sword, but I kept making it look like a gun.
Oh no.
Sadly. And, I did end up like drawing a couple of throwbacks, like the fight of 87.
Yes. Good.
With his scimitar and everything, except I made the scimitar like almost look like as if it's a giant machete, and like he has like this like miniature handle attached to it.
I know I stopped coloring for a moment, but I'm looking for music because goddamn, this playlist is weird as shit.
It could be worse.
It started playing the TMNT theme.
I usually just
Is
it's
that
like something.
bad?
I think there are some vaporwave artists that allow music for streaming.
Yeah.
That's always like, Bill.
Like, I don't mind like that it's playing the TMNT theme. I'm like, but I'd really prefer not to get a strike.
Fair.
Yeah. Well, other than the weird shit that's been going on with everybody, how's everybody in chat doing? Because I'm curious as to how they're fucking doing.
I'm hoping that they put their trash out completely unlocked.
Cookies are done. Heck yeah.
You better fucking share.
I'll mail you some, JK. They won't be good by then, but
No, but like,
I learned.
It
I
doesn't
used to
matter if
volunteer in high school at a food pantry, over the summer, and I learned about a 3-ingredient peanut butter cookie. It's literally 1 cup of peanut butter, 1 cup of sugar, an egg, and you bake it for like 10 to 15 minutes at 350, and you got a cookie. And it's great, and it's simple, and I love them.
Is that just one
Oh.
cookie, or is that like a whole bunch of cookies?
No, it's like a batch.
So it's 1 thing of peanut butter, 1 cup of sugar, and 1 egg?
Yep.
I'm gonna make that later today.
Seriously, 350 for about 10 to 15 minutes, depending on your oven. Yeah, I love them.
Perfect. I'm stealing that recipe and making some after the stream then.
Do it. It's super
God,
nice. It's just
now-
super simple, and they're
I gotta go to
tasty.
the store. God damn it! Now I gotta go get. Now I gotta go get peanut butter, an egg, and sugar.
Seriously, if you just like keep a big thing of sugar, like a big jumbo thing of peanut butter, and you just like make cookies when you want them, because like between like making it, baking it, and like cleaning up, it's like less than half an hour.
So hang on. Since we have a sizable audience right now watching, I'd like to mention something, and I do need the audience's help here. So recently my boyfriend got put on full time. However, they neglected to tell him that he is now being paid every other week and not every week. So, there is a donation PayPal link in the description. If you wish to donate, please do so. It would really help us out right now. We weren't expecting it to just be like, oh yeah, here's every other week. So right now he's running with fucking $40 in cash. So like any little bit helps. Figured I'd mention it. I've also got commissions open, and that will also help him out. So yeah.
Can I also mention that that you've got a Discord and that the Discord is in the description?
Yeah, go right on ahead.
So yeah, Gavin also runs a Discord channel. If you ever want to just chill with the community that Gavin's slowly building and such like that, the link is in the description. It's a fun time.
Sometimes.
We post memes a lot.
Yeah, but that's...
And I'll go like and subscribe. Ooh woo.
And then there's also Artie doing that.
Yeah. All the funs. So far we've got a bear.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw indeed.
A barely colored bear. No pun intended.
Yeah, brother.
Sounds like you've done the bare
I
minimum.
said no pun intended, meaning you're not supposed to groan.
I didn't groan, I stretched.
Oh.
Art
Yeah,
stretches.
you're groaning. I'm like,
Stretch it yard, cause buddy boy, this is what I'm doing.
Oh my god, fuck, I gotta go into work.
Alright.
Boo.
Well, we'll talk
Yeah.
I'll talk to you later, Nick, and I should have your commission done by the end of the day.
Later. Enjoy
Bye,
y'all's
friends.
stream.
hi, Nick.
Later, bud.
Bye. Later.
Yeah.
Which reminds me, I looked up what a detention officer is. It says here, according to governmentjobs.com, it's maintains the safety and security of all personnel, inmates, and jail, processes inmates in and out, applies and removes restraints, communicates with inmates.
Yeah.
Which, for me, is fitting considering I'm playing Prison Architect right now.
Jeez.
I figured there was a
Like-
punchline somewhere in there.
I was like, what is a detention officer? And then I looked it up and I'm like, wait a minute. And then I just switched to my game and I'm like, oh, I get it.
Yeah. So that's what
There's
Nick does.
He's the guard that takes your stuff and such in reception.
Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me. I plan on making like as practice, making like a little comic series about a guy.
About a
like,
guy.
going-
Wow. How original.
Shush! It's about a guy going to prison and he's going and it's like, and it's about him trying to adjust to his new life in prison, and it's like supposed to be a balance between like lighthearted and really really dark.
So, I'm sorry for mocking your shit, but I'm like
I
thinking.
know that's fine.
I'm just thinking. Trying to adjust to life in prison. You mean JoJo Part 6?
I've never seen JoJo, so.
That's fine.
Boo.
I'm just
But,
in a mood today where I'm like, I want to pick apart everything.
Better than Saturday.
You can't
when
pick apart
were-
my cookies.
When you were a grumpy cat because of headache.
Well, yeah, I had to apologize to Toma about Saturday. He was upset
Yeah.
about that. I was like, okay, that's fair.
It
Everybody,
just means if we ever do the devil game, it should be like
in
you,
person
me-
at minimum.
Well, I was gonna say you, me, Artie, and Sin.
Keep it to a
Like-
small group.
Yeah, cause like the larger the group, the more chaos and shouting there is. But if it's like,
Mm.
3-4 people, then it's like okay, you guys. Then it's like okay, you can like
Artie, for
about
reference,
everything logistically.
we had a full
Yeah.
room on Saturday.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Like
and then we
you
tried to.
should have
yeah.
been there. Like we had a lot of fucking people.
I would've.
Yeah.
I was literally in the middle of a mall and couldn't watch.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, I know you're fine, but like, yeah, it was a full room. We did like a couple of things to Quiplash. Gavin won both times.
Of course.
We tried the Devil's Family or whatever it's called, and that was chaotic and horrible. We also did Champed Up. I kept giving at one point, like I myself was given like a character that was just a kid wearing a hoodie, and their name
Oh.
was Quiet Kid. So I didn't know what to draw, so I just drew Finn with the broken sword that accidentally looks like a gun, and just labeled it the other Quiet Kid.
For those who are curious about that said stream, you can watch it on the channel. It's literally it's literally the last video on the channel, other than this one.
Pretty great.
To check it out.
Go check it out.
It was a pretty decent stream.
Fucking, I still can't believe that Hollow Knight stream got 15 likes.
People.
I can't believe it's
Bath
not butter.
bomb.
People really want that fucking bath bomb. I swear to God.
Hell yeah. Well, it has been secured and will be sent once I have a cursed care package to send you.
I'm very scared to know what that is.
I haven't figured it out, but while over the next couple weeks, I'm gonna try to accumulate and find some weird stuff. Not like weird, but like stuff that you're gonna open and you're gonna be like, LOL. So you'll have something interesting to open for a video.
I'm sorry. I'm in an abnormal amount of group chats, which for me is just normal.
Mhm.
And so I posted the picture that I sent in group, just where it's like I bought a couple of mini corn dogs and
I'm sorry. Every time you say I bought a couple of mini corn dogs, I'm just thinking, no, you didn't. You didn't just buy a couple. You bought 1,000.
but like I sent it to one group and somebody's just like does the green the 4chan green text where it's the more than symbol before saying words
Yeah.
or something like that. But like somebody just replies with green text, I bought a couple, my feel win, and then it's just a possum being like
Oh.
surprised. And then like
love it.
immediately after that, I just see somebody reply to me in all caps in bold text, give me, I haven't had those in a long ass time. I'm like, what
Mm.
the hell?
People are after your beanies.
yeah, that's one way to say it.
I'm sorry for taking a moment. Shit. I just got a very big message, and I'm like, what?
Very big message, as in like
As in, I'm
Like
very
a-
surprised. Like, what?
Oh.
Like, it's a good surprise. I'm just like, what? Ever been thrown off your game, but in a good way?
Yes.
Yeah, that's me right now.
The first time I had that happen was when I discovered National Raccoon Appreciation Day. I was like, oh, that exists? And I got like wide-eyed, like, like I was ecstatic.
I might have to dip.
You're right.
But
You're good.
it's been good chatting, friends.
Yeah.
Chat with y'all another time.
Yeah.
Have fun drawing.
I will.
Alrighty, bye bye.
Bye. Well, looks like I'm gonna have to steal her trash.
Yeah. Maybe you could steal Fox on those trash.
No, last time I did that, he locked me in a broom closet.
I really wish I could read all of the chat right now.
I mean, I could read it for you.
That would be great, because I can't see it while I'm drawing.
Scenario the snake. Oh my god.
Hazel, I'm sure my face carries a hiker bag.
I just remember one of the comments just said, a detention officer punishes you for being naughty at cons. I'm like, I mean, no, that's just called security.
Oh shit. So, when I'm at cons, as of very, very recently, I've been looking for room parties, because I want to go and party a little bit. Because you know what? I'm in my 20s. I deserve to party just a little bit. And, you know, whatever. Well, I was in this giant-ass group when I was at BRFF, and I was just like, yeah, I'm in the lobby if anybody wants to meet, and they were like, don't do that in the lobby. I said, I'm not doing it in the lobby. I said, I'm asking if anybody wants to hang out in the lobby, you dingus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rusty Horse says, hey Gavin, how long are you gonna be going? I'm almost done working and may be able to join via Discord when I get done.
A while.
And they also said, like, earlier, you should see my Telegram. Which for me is fine, because it's like, with me, it's like, I'm in, let's see, 1, 2, 3, well, on my current Telegram, it's like, maybe 5, 6 group chats, like, maybe 7 channels, and the rest is just people. But, like, on my other account, it's like, 47 group chats, like 3 of them being for admin chats, and then like about 50 channels. It's like, eh.
Anyways, I'm sorry. I'm like glancing
that's
over
fine.
at things. I should be focusing on commentary and finishing drawing. And god damn it, what the fuck is this music?
What did you do this time?
It's playing like beeps and boops from the Commodore 64, and I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Commodore 64 music, obviously.
Well, clearly. God damn. Anyways, fucking Bear is almost done being colored. So I don't remember what he wanted for the claws. Personally, I want to make him a green and showcase it to him. But I think actually I need to send the link to today's stream to the foreman, so that way then I can get it, or however you're supposed to say it. His name is weird. Okay. If he's watching this, and I hope he doesn't take offense to this, but when he first started talking to me, I thought of him as a hobo.
How so?
So he said he hitchhiked to the convention. Right?
Nothing entirely wrong with hitchhiking.
Nothing entirely wrong, but he didn't even have a room or anything. He had never done that before. Anything like it before. So, like, whatever, I'm good with it. But I started calling him Hobo in my mind, subconsciously, because he said he had to sleep, like, outside and almost got kicked out of the hotel. And I was like, what? dude, you're crazy. And I had to explain to him what a reference sheet was. He's totally new to the fandom, so I wanted to make sure I did this right for him.
Yeah, new fur.
New
Cool.
fur, gentleman, pretty cute guy, but at the same time, I'm like, no, this guy's a little strange. He's definitely been on an adventure or two. But super nice. But all of that at the same time, I'm like, dude's a little weird.
Yeah.
Ooh, double crush music. But yeah, it was like weird. It was one of those weird, surreal moments where I'm like, I woke up early and I'm talking to a dude who wants to go to Waffle House. Like, this is strange as shit already. And I was
Just out of
he was actually.
I'm imagining that out of context. Just I woke up and I'm talking to a person who wants to go to Waffle House. Who goes to Waffle House? Oh my god, this person is so weird.
Well, not even that. It's just like, all right. He woke up. He woke up. He said he was sleeping outside. Almost got kicked out of the hotel for sleeping on the lobby couch. Like, it was weird. Like, it screamed totally like. What? Oh, who's there? Who be here?
A fun guy.
That's Harry.
That's...
Yay! Cool. Glad you're here.
Yeah, welcome to the
Yeah. We're just doing some doodles.
The drawing kitty.
Yeah.
welcome to the doodle date.
Doodle dip.
Doodle date, love that.
Fucking. How are you
Doodle
doing?
date is a.
How are you
I
doing
keep
today, Harry?
forgetting that doodle date's a game, by the way. Like I hear about the game Doodle Date, and I'm like,
Well,
wait, that's a game?
Long story short, I cannot seem to facilitate my shifts.
That's weird. Like what? Like what do you mean? Like
Yeah, this is literally the fourth time they cancel on me, so I don't have a paycheck this week.
God damn.
Man,
Yeah, I have yet to go back to work since the convention.
That's ridiculous.
It's a little frustrating, quite stressful. Just luckily that first paycheck was a monster paycheck.
That's good. Do they know they're fucking with you that badly, or? Because I've heard of like larger corporations
I'm
just
right
not
now,
realizing that they've.
From the manager.
Sorry, I started talking over you. What were you saying?
Yeah, but I have a small delay here, so I apologize. When you ask a question, it takes a minute for some reason wrong audio to come in.
Gotcha.
understandable.
I'll keep that in mind. Shoot. But other than that, I'm just doing some coloring today. Coloring, when we did some sketching earlier. And after this, if I'm still feeling up to it, I'm gonna do Nick's on stream as well. So, yeah.
Ooh.
Yes. But as for you said you've been stressed, and I'm like thinking, wow. I'm just thinking like, wow. No,
Yeah, I decided to do an unadult thing. This is before I found out I didn't have work. I got myself a VR headset.
fucking wow, nice. Nice. Which one?
I got the Quest 2 with the cable.
Oh, fucking sweet. Truman's got the Quest too. It's been sitting in my living room for a couple days. I don't know if he's used it yet, but I know he's been looking at it like he wants to use it. But since the PS5 came in, me and him have just been like chilling and playing on that. Fucking. Speaking.
Oh yeah, they're really fun. It's very trippy.
Speaking of being off of work, fucking lately I've had the drive to just cook shit lately, and I've been making dinner for the past like 3 or 4 nights in a row.
Mhm.
So, like, nice home cooked meals for everybody.
That is awesome.
Fucking did pizza last night. It was chicken, a tomato sauce, like one of the Kroger brand ones. Pizza, tomato sauce, cheese. I hand did the crust. Chicken on top, and a sliced bell pepper.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm making tonight, but it'll be something.
Because I'm a tech wizard and was able to figure this out, I no longer have a delay.
Yeah, sweet. Love that shit.
I was thinking about making some Alfredo linguine with some scallops.
Ooh, fancy.
I'm gonna cook myself.
Yeah, I think between me and you, I don't think I've ever actually heard you talk much about cooking. Did I tell you about my cooking experience before?
No.
So, I was at one point going to be the kitchen manager at a Chipotle. I knew
I'm doing the desk a bit.
I knew the ins, the outs, everything. I had worked at Chipotle before. I had worked at Subway. I did kitchen manager-like duties for them. I did Tim Hortons, which I most recently quitted. But essentially, they just didn't want to keep me on for Chipotle because I wasn't cheap enough. So instead, I was doing kitchen manager tasks with none of the pay. So I just quit. And then Tim Hortons, wasn't paying me like they should have, and eventually started treating me like shit, and I just left. But whatever. So now when I'm at home, since I'm off of work, and I'm just doing art and streaming, I've been cooking at home a lot more, and I think my roommates have been enjoying it. I can ask Brent right now, but he's upstairs.
Yeah.
I know Truman's been enjoying it. He's been in absolute heaven. Every time he sees me in that fucking kitchen, he just gets excited. Fucking. I guess I can call this part of the stream, though. I can call this dad part.
Dad part.
Dad part, because I got SML and you.
Where?
I said I could call this part dad part.
Dad part.
Because I got my dads.
My dads. Boogie woogie woogie.
Yes.
Let's just hope my actual dad doesn't click this and start giving me a call.
He's just like, Gavin. What? Gavin, who are these two young men that are referring to themselves as your dad?
I'd just be like, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it, father.
Don't ask questions, Dad. Don't ask questions. Anyways, back to Dad.
Just read your newspaper, drink your coffee, don't worry about it.
Just go back to work, Dad.
Go buy me milk and never come back.
He did that before.
I figure.
Like, my actual father is kind of an ass. Like, actual... Like 90%, like 90% of people who have ever been like in the furry fandom or have existed at all have had shit fathers, and it's odd. I've met people with like perfectly stable home lives, and I'm like, how the fuck do you manage?
You had both parents growing up? What?
It's like neither of them played favorites. What the shit? Like, that's how like weird it is to me.
I feel called out. Like, I can't say like, yeah, I had like the perfect family or anything, but yeah, my mom and dad are still together. Really shouldn't be, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But that's another story.
Yeah, mine are not, and I wish they would have, because I'm being perfectly honest. If they would have fucking talked, and if my dad would have had better communication, they probably would still be together. Which would have been to the detriment of my mother, but still.
Oof.
Yeah, my mom was the one taking a lot of the abuse in the relationship, and then when they broke up, I was the one taking a lot of the brunt, and then once I left, my little brother was, and my little brother just said, "Nah, I like it like this," and I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about, you dipshit?"
You unlocked something.
Something. Like, fucking hell, I'm like, Dad, like, fucking stop.
I love me some boob.
Oh, man. I'm alright, just doing some sketchies. Gonna have this done.
It looks great, by the way. Like,
Catchies.
Thank you. This person is brand new to the fandom, actually, so...
oh, I actually know this individual. He probably doesn't know me that well, but I was one of the staff employees that actually had to talk to the hotel because we can't have that. I feel bad. I feel bad.
Was this
but-
the
yeah.
this is the gentleman who
He
was
was
sleeping
asleep on the couch.
sleeping in the lobby?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, because this guy was carrying around a backpack the whole time.
There's actually quite a few people that we kicked off that couch because of doing the same thing. Also, cough me, but mine was by accident.
Gotcha. Well, yeah, this guy, like, I met him early as in the morning. He said, "Yeah, I want to go to Waffle House." I'm like, okay. We just sat around and had a conversation, and I explained to him a little bit. I explained to him how to plan for a convention a little better, because apparently he came here with no plan at all. So.
Me, my first year.
Oh, absolutely. I think
get that.
everybody's got no plan their first year, and if you had a plan, like, fucking wow.
Like I said, I slept in the bushes. Like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
I slept on the floor earlier today. Does that count?
Oh shit, the FNAF video hit 2,000.
Yay!
Sin sending me pictures and shit, and I'm like, okay.
I keep forgetting that I need to do a Let's Play of FNAF Security Breach with Artie.
That would be cool. I'd host it on the channel if you want.
Sure.
Do a bit.
Hell yeah.
do-
Oh,
I mean, it'll be probably the only time that you'll ever hear me scream. Either that or, like... I don't know.
But no, this guy was nice, but he tried to sleep on the couch and almost got thrown out or something like that. He was certainly a character, I'll say that much.
I remember his backpack.
Yeah, I think everybody remembers his backpack because like it like towered over
It
him.
was massive.
Like, dude, once I explained to him what a ref sheet was and whatnot, like that was the thing. Like, I said after the con, I'll design your character if you want. And he kept telling me about this bear, and he's like, okay, well we can do a bear or whatever. And he gave me a ton of information, but not like everything. So I haven't had a chance to like. Since Harry, did I tell you about what was going on at my place for the past couple days?
No.
Okay, so I told you I had somebody over house sitting, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, and I told you he's a bit of a creep. We ended up having to throw him out.
Oh.
We took him down to the homeless shelter because we were like, yeah, we just can't house you, man. And he had nowhere else to go, and we were like, you know what, we'll drop you off the homeless shelter, dude. Which is all right. There's one nearby. But it was like,
yeah.
it was still like, the dude was creepy. Like, if you even met him, you'd realize he's...
Well, like what you told to me, like he was making you uncomfortable in your own home, and like you asked him multiple times to stop, and he would stop, but also not stop on the way. Like, yeah, no.
Yeah, like he'd
get
stop, but he'd go like
Doesn't
4
sound
times
great.
overboard where stopping was.
Yeah.
Which is weird as shit to say, but like, that's just how it is. And we were like, yeah, no, we can't. Fuck it. I can't. I was like, I can't house you, man. Like, Truman was having issues with just fucking existing and shit. Like, he nearly broke down at the house, at work because he was so worried about me. Like, that's how bad shit got. And I was like, you know what, I can't do it. I'm not having my boyfriend fucking breaking down at work. I'm like, something has to give. And I'm like, no offense to him, because he was trying to be really nice, but I'm like, dude, you're creepy.
It's just like you're overextending yourself, and it seems like you're too extra. I don't
Yeah,
want to say anything that
Overstaying
sounds
the welcome,
offensive, but yeah.
I think is the term to use.
well, according to Brent, he kept saying the same thing over and over to him, and even me and Brent were like, yeah, man, it seems like you're convincing yourself and not so much everybody else. Because you're really bad at it. Which, it's okay. The guy who originally talked me into doing that felt really bad about it. But it's okay. God, could you be any louder out there? Like, shit.
I mean, I think they could.
I'm sure they could. They're on a motorcycle.
Ugh.
Alright, I'm gonna leave this one here for now. And wait for him to get back to me on this. But for...
It looks really good so far.
I think it looks nice. I'm gonna end up tweaking some things that they want, but for now, let's jump over to Nick's, because we're only, what, an hour in?
I think.
Yeah, only an hour in. Nice, nice. But over to less serious situations, I've been playing a lot of Ratchet and Clank lately, and we beat the game.
Oh, how's that going?
Love that.
Okay. that answers my question.
I played straight through it from yesterday, and we are one achievement away from doing everything in the game.
Oh.
Like,
Heck yeah.
like, beat the main story, did all the side questy bullshit. I'm just, like, leveling up guns at this point. So, I'm gonna let... Before you tell your story, go ahead and pick which one you guys want me to start with here.
The blep.
The blep? Cool.
Yes.
Alright.
That just, that reminds me of this YouTuber I found. I don't know if this is the content that he does, but essentially, he sped run through a Resident Evil game. I don't know which one, but like the title of the video was, "Can I 100% complete this specific Resident Evil game in under 2 hours and get a refund on Steam?"
Yeah, it was Resident Evil 3. Was that? It was.
But like the funny thing is he managed to do it.
Yeah, he got his money back and everything. I clicked that video.
I'm like, how the what?
Expecting a failure. But
Yeah, like I couldn't even get past like a couple I couldn't even get past like a couple of the things for the Resident Evil one where you're on a ship most of the time. I forget which one that is.
Graytail actually has a really good question. Graytail, one of our viewers,
yeah,
has a really good question.
What's up?
So, it's kind of a statement question, so I'll just read off the top. He said, so the logistics behind making a ref sheet kind of confused me over the years. I thought it was something you did to establish a character design you have in your mind, but then artists would tell me that they need pre-existing art or references of said character before they make a ref sheet for you.
That's okay. If they're doing that, then they just don't want to read. So what I have always told people is that if you want your character to exist, to be like to have a standard, make a ref sheet. It helps out every other artist, and if you give an artist a ref sheet, they'll be like, okay, I can work with this, and they won't bother you for any other like reference material, because they have the character right then and there. Like for me, if you give me a ref sheet, it goes inside of my ref sheet folder. I pull it up on Pure Ref, which goes like on top of my desktop. You'll never actually see it on stream. Like maybe you've seen it like once or twice. But from there, that's what I use. But as far as like the logistics of a ref sheet go, like if there is an artist who is willing to make a ref sheet, but then require a ref sheet before they make it, then they just don't want to make it. Like, I'm calling their bluff right now. I'm calling their bullshit.
Because that's like, hey, you need to give me an apple for me to sell you an apple. Like, what?
Yeah.
Okay, I could see another few for that. You can take me for example, with Tiki. I
mhm.
never had a ref sheet for her, but with a couple pictures of the suit and a couple of ideas thrown together in the mix, you can build a character's ref sheet around that as well.
Yeah, you can do that as well, but it's more common that you'll have a ref sheet for a suit.
That is true.
So, like, for Nick here, he gave me a ref sheet, and then he said, yeah, but I don't have a ref for the bottom foot, and sent me a couple reference images. If he hadn't done that, he could have described it to me, and I still would have drawn it, like, perfectly well. But as far as, like for me, you can send me a paragraph list of your character, but the only time I will ever stop reading that is if you start going into backstory and story details.
Yeah, there's no need for that.
Because when it comes to my art, I don't care. I don't care about what the character's backstory is. Unless I ask, I don't give shit. Actually, I can say Crimson is a perfect example of a person who commissioned me and did just that. Didn't give me any information on the character, just gave me a ref sheet, and I loved drawing the character. And then they were like, yeah, that's a mixture of Sephiroth and fucking Sephiroth and Virgil. And I said, that's perfect, I love this. But they didn't give me that information until I asked. Which is perfectly fine with me. So, like, Gray, if you wanted a ref sheet, like, I'd do it for you. You just give me some details. But, like, maybe, I don't know, I don't think I've ever seen another artist say that they need reference material for their character like that. I've just never seen that happen.
Yeah, I will say it's a little strange. I've commissioned a few artists here and there, and they're never, unless they like wanted a specific like position or a reference to an item that you are wanting with said character, you're not gonna really be wanting to see the character in other forms, I guess.
Like, oftentimes, the reference sheet comes first before every other character.
Yeah, it's to make the character. Like,
so, like, I don't know. I've never heard of anybody ever doing that. That's just shocking to me. Yeah, Gray, I'm sorry I couldn't read your comment first up. I legit can't see anything but the actual art on my screen.
yeah, it's just a really good question. I was like, hey, we need to touch that real quick, because that was really good.
Really good question. I like that. Oh,
that's a great point. No problem.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of any other good, like, materials to bring up on ref sheets.
Oh, well, from personal experience, when I used to draw, don't go nuts about the same thing for an hour. I understand that you like a certain design or you like a certain look, but you don't need to give me a grand
character quality.
Oh yeah, I've had that happen before where they're like, but it has to be like this. It has to be like this. It has to have this. And then like I'll go on a little bit later and they're like, but don't forget this. And I'm like, yeah, I know. You reiterated it like 20 times.
Won't name names, but a good friend online is exactly that way. They resend the same art piece back to the artist going, I am sorry, but this isn't right. I'm like, I don't know how you could do that. I don't know how the artist had the patience for that. Because if it was me, I'm sorry.
I'll fix things, but they gotta get back to me within a reasonable amount of time.
Yeah.
Like, if
It's long, I get it's long.
like, if I just did the art piece and they said, yeah, I like it, like, yeah, then I leave it at that. But if they get back to me, like, years and years later, or, like, even just, like, months later, and they're like, hey, I don't like this, I'd be like, and? You paid for it, and you told me at this point that you liked it, that it was fine. I'm not changing it just because you now don't like it.
Yeah.
And that's something that I have had happen before. And luckily,
That's where I'd be a little cold. I'm not gonna lie.
like I told them, I'll redo it for you, but you gotta pay me again to do it. Because I'm not doing it. I'm not your personal butler for this specific art piece now, just because I did it once.
Yeah.
And I had to explain that to him like 6 times. I'm like, no, man, I don't do that. If I did that, then I would never make anything from anybody. Like, I would never fucking leave one art piece. Because somebody would have a problem with it years down the line and be like, hey, fix it! And what if I lost the file? What then?
That's also a good question.
Like, usually I'm pretty good at archiving my stuff, but, like, there are times where I've lost files for things.
Which, that's just human nature. And if you expect an artist to not be human, then you have some self-reflection to work on, because I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We're not perfect. We're not.
Just like our art, nobody is perfect.
Exactly.
I don't know. I had one piece that I really fucking loved, and I gave it away to somebody. And then when I went to look for it, I couldn't find it, and I got really confused until I remembered that I gave it away.
No. Feel that.
I know that when it comes to art, like I have this there's 2 types of people when it comes to being an artist. There's the kind of person who's like, who thinks that their art is awesome and it's like stick figures, and then there's like people who draw like really well art like the Mona Lisa or something like that and think that their art is really terrible. And I have this issue where I'm like the latter, where I look at my art and I'm just like, it needs improvement. Even though my friends have said that it looks great.
I'm kind of a middle ground when it comes to shit. Like, I will look at it and I will say it needs improvement, but I like it so far. Like, I even posted something on Twitter like that, and somebody said, no. It was a viewer of this channel, actually, and they were like, no, it looks amazing. And I'm like, no. There are problems here, and I could fix them if I really, really felt like doing them right this instant.
I guess it's just one of those instances where it's like, if you're like part of the craft, so to speak, you have more of a trained eye into seeing like the intricacies between art and such like that. Okay, as an example, you are a guitarist and you play this song that you know by heart, but you strum a wrong key. Like, to the untrained ear, it just sounds, it doesn't sound like as if you made a mistake. But to other guitarists, they know where the mistake was. And
Yeah.
I think it's sort of the same thing when it comes to like art. When you're drawing something and like you make a mistake and you're like, it doesn't look that great because of this mistake, and like people who are just more of like viewing art see it as like, oh, this art is amazing, whereas like other artists are like, oh, other than this one mistake, it's an amazing job. Like, like I don't really know if I'm getting my point across. I tend to ramble on about stupid stuff a lot.
Oh, I get you. Actually, so I think we all know somebody like this, where they have they've got an idea of what the type of person they are, and they're not. They're not that. They're the complete opposite.
Oh God, yeah.
So I knew this person who I told them, I was like, man, I'm into art, but I'm in it for the self-improvement. So I'm always looking for like feedback and critique, and even if at times I'm like a little bit hostile to it, I still accept it and I look for it. Because at the same time, I'm like, yeah, I may have been going for it in this piece, but I'm gonna need to know this for the next piece I do. And they were like, yeah, I'm totally down for self-improvement too. And I critiqued one of their art pieces, and they came back with like this vengeance in their eyes, where it was like, no, it's not wrong, you're wrong, you don't know how to draw. And then they started picking apart my shit, and I'm like, dude, I said I liked it, but it looked a little weird here. And they're like, no, it doesn't.
It's called critiquing, love, and it's only for the best of your quality. Don't be so ashamed of your art.
It was.
I call it insecurity.
It definitely is insecurity, which is it's just hilarious because they so I do support sex work. I think the sex workers are something to be that is something that needs to be cared for a little bit more, because there's a lot of people who do that industry who don't want to be doing that industry and get shamed for doing it. But like, she wanted to do it. She started an OnlyFans and then got upset when the people on the OnlyFans were creepy. And I'm like, well, that's the type of audience you're going to attract by doing this.
Yeah, if you started OnlyFans, you're gonna deal with people that are like, I wanna lick your feet. Like, you're gonna have to just deal with it.
You're gonna have the people who are infatuated with you. You're gonna have the people that'll seek out your attention, only your attention. You're gonna have the people that have like this, and it's weird, but they have like this sick twisted mind of, I can pull them, they're going to be mine. And then you have the heroes who think, oh, they're doing this because they need to be changed. And then you have like the super religious ones like, they're sinners.
Yeah.
Coming from someone who used to work in that industry, I know that too well.
Yeah.
And then you got the simps.
So they shut down their OnlyFans because they said the audience they attracted was too creepy. And I told them that, no, that's the type of audience that is on OnlyFans. That's the only people you're ever going to attract by doing it. And they got pissed off at me for it. For telling them the fucking truth. Yeah.
Like literally, you could go on like frickin' like, I don't know, Chatterbait or something, and you're still gonna run into the same sort of people. Nobody's gonna be like, oh man, you look very.
You have an
beautiful
artistic body. Yes, it's so lovely.
Yeah.
I'm here to admire it for art and reference. It's like, no, nobody's going to do that.
No,
They're
like 90%, like 90 to 99% of the people who like look at like porn and erotica and like live cams and such like that, it's not for like the artistic quality. It's like it's for like animalistic like DNA behavior, where it's like ooga booga, gotta rub one out or something like that. Like
Exactly.
like you're not gonna find somebody who's horny and intelligent at the same time.
Me
Yeah, but shut.
Looks over at myself and just goes, I once recited a science essay in the middle of doing
you
it.
Picking someone?
Yeah.
Yes, you're just explaining the meaning of life while you're just balls deep in a person.
No, Truman was like, okay, Truman was doing his thing, right? And I'm just sitting there and I'm thinking, I'm unamused today. I think this will be fucking hilarious. And for some reason, you know, I'm still in the mood or whatever. I'm still letting it happen. And I just start explaining the intricacies of of timelines and how time works. And he just stops for a moment, looks at me, and goes, "What's wrong with you?" And I just said, "I'm having fun." Like, I don't know. There are those very few moments, but they're not. But you're right, they're not on those websites.
Yeah. Like for some reason, I myself, as of like the recent years of my life, have always seen like human beings like as basic / animalistic as humanly possible. To explain to myself like why certain people will do certain things. And it usually just comes down to primal instincts of like a lot of stuff, but
Okay, 90. Sorry to interrupt. Oh
like,
boy.
When somebody is hostile to a stranger, I've kind of learned based on like the knowledge that I've gained that it's sort of like the reason why this person is hostile to new strangers is not only because of like the potential of like trust issues or bad experiences with other people, but like if you can kind of compartmentalize it into like a fundamental like minimalistic value, it's like you could theorize that it could also come from like a tribal standpoint, because like when it comes to the human capacity, we can talk to, interact with, and socialize with up to about around 150 people, give or take, and then anything other than that is usually muddy for us, so we kind of like make abstract things for all tribes to gather around to like communicate with each other and stuff like that, or
something.
Like, I don't know. I'm just kinda, something animal inside animal DNA in human people. Like that's what I'm trying to say.
Anyways, back to the art.
Anyway, back onto art.
I'm finishing up the third sticker here. At least its outline, and then I'm gonna have to grab some colors, cause like colors. So, Harry, I got a question for you.
What's up?
So, in terms of character design, what do you like to go for most?
Character design?
Yes.
I like to bring out emotion in the face. Like a really good smug look if like they're being like evil, or if they're being like really cute, you gotta get the cute blip and blush face. I really like being like
Expressive.
bring a sense of people are good.
The facial expressions. Yeah, sometimes that's a make or break for pictures, depending on the scenario of it. Like, you don't want somebody to be in like a very traumatic situation and they've got the uwu face on, you know?
That is true.
that scene where the dog's eyes are like really high up and the nose is really down low, and it just says, "That's just my art style."
Art.
I already know the answer from USML. So my question is now that I know what both of you look for, rate my character and be as brutal as you want.
Your character, as in your cat persona?
Yes.
Okay. Why the rainbow hair?
Prisms.
Yeah, I knew that.
I thought it was just because you like to jokingly come out as like flamboyantly gay.
Well, I actually do like to do that, but it's prisms.
Okay.
It's the science behind prisms.
Prism extremism.
Well, no, so prisms break out in, when you shine a light through a prism, you will get two rainbow-colored bands. One will be more faint than the other, and the way they're angled, I figured it's more like the top and the bottom. So you'd get rainbow on the head, rainbow on the tail. Yeah.
Does this mean that there's a light constantly shining through your hair to make it a rainbow?
Good question. Never thought about it.
He's such a bright mind, you know.
What? No. I mean, were you here for the conversation earlier about me talking about how my first persona was a Sonic OC?
I think I do, but I think it was another stream that I heard that one from.
No, my first persona was a Sonic OC. It was literally just, and I know exactly which like Sonic sprite model it was. So it was from Sonic 3.
Oh lordy.
Yeah, it was essentially just a sprite of Sonic from Sonic 3 or Sonic 3 and Knuckles, whatever you want to say. But it was just his fur is all black. He's got heterochromia eyes, where the entire iris, not the pupils or where the eye color actually is, but the full-blown eye itself, was blue on one side and red on the other for heterochromia. And he wore lime green pants.
Love that.
Nothing else.
So Harry, it's your turn. Go ahead and rate me. Do it.
Rate? Well, for originality, you got that. I really like how you actually included every color on the spectrum, even the color that isn't, which is brown. Funny thing is, you can't see brown on Rainbow. So your brown eyes. I love the smile.
So the brown
Why?
the brown eyes were
Right.
actually just to match my eyes.
I kind of figured. Seeing you in person, I was like, yeah, that has to be it. That has to be it. But why a
Funny enough-
cat?
That's an interesting question. So I tended to do roleplays a lot, right? And I stuck to
Yeah.
dragon originally because it was a mistake in an art piece. I was trying to draw a foot, and it looked more like a snoot, so I drew a dragon. Well, that's what I ran with online for a while. In fact, that's why this channel is called Gavin Dragon. Instead, I found out that I am not very dominant heavy, and people think of dragons and see dominant, which is not the case for me. So when it came time to, flesh out my character and everything, I said, no, I just don't fit in with dragons. So
He's more of like a kobold.
So it's kinda. So I went with cat because I really like cats, and because I didn't like the features of a cat generally, it's actually got dragon innards. So dragon tongue, dragon thing down below. Innards.
Dragons.
It's a dad.
All right.
All right. I really like your character. I just seeing like a pure white character with just a splash of color somewhere always catches my eyes.
Gotcha. Alright, so I've got the outlining done for Nick, and the only thing left to do is color. Here's the tricky
I love
thing.
this beard sound, by the way. I love the color palette they chose.
Oh, yes. It's really nice. Dragon disguised as cat. Yeah, I'm a cat. I'm a dragon wearing a cat suit. But no,
Put that on Bad Dragon.
I will actually never end up bringing back the dragon ever.
Aww.
I've done minor redraws of him, but I will never bring him back fully because he does not fit me. He's a rather angry Sona. He's, I don't know, rather basic in my personal opinion. But I just won't bring him back.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt you here, but I was looking at the YouTube chat to like make sure you're caught up and like from what the chat's saying and such like that. First thing I see, Ooga Booga penis time.
Who the fuck
Oh my
said
God.
Ooga Booga's penis time?
Gray tail.
The fuck?
But-
I could go into detail on that. I guess I could. The color of that is infrared light. So, you know, the set of lights that you don't see, infrared, generally, is, when it shows up on a scanner, you get, like, this purplish hue. So, when it came time to design that part of the character, I went and, I went and made it the infrared hues. So, I guess you could make a joke of radioactive penis if you really wanted to.
So when a bee walks up to me, he's gonna be like, "That's it. That's the one." Or you're gonna have a freaking a pistol shrimp come up and go, "What the heck?
The fuck?
I'm seeing that 2 ways." Trippy.
They're already too much to stop and look.
Man, someone needs to make a pistol shrimp Sona. Like, they have like the coolest actual eyes.
I used to know somebody who was working on that,
That is actually sick.
but
Somebody should draw a
I have since
somebody
lost
should make a
contact.
gun where it just shoots shrimp.
Yes, shrimp.
Well, we already, Harry, you missed the snake Sona idea I came up with.
Aww.
Yeah, like I was talking about how my bathtub is just like constantly clogged to where like it essentially needs to be drained, and so Gavin was like,
You need to get
go
you,
ahead, Gav.
you need to make a snake Sona that is also a plumber. It's a drain snake.
A snummer.
someone said Snario the snake, and I'm like,
Snario,
no,
I
that
love it.
probably wouldn't work. I don't think Snario would work as a snake name, because it just sounds like Lucario.
It's Snoouigi.
A scenario. A scenario.
Yeah,
There you go.
Scenario the
At
snake.
least it's not
Snario.
something like Snape.
Snip. With a hard fat TH. Snap.
Snap. Oh,
Snap.
correct.
Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Snap. I'm a plumber. I'm like 43, but I look like I'm 16. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's get this done with.
Is like a real like.
The fact that they're 43 and yet they look like they're 16.
Hashtag anime. Any anime character.
Yeah. Pretty much.
They walk up to you like, "Oh, you're a really cute young man." I did. What do you mean? I'm old enough to have to you.
It's like, no, I'm not 12. I am a dragon wizard who is nearly 3 billion years old. Wanna
Who's so
hook
weird?
up?
It's better than the alternative.
That's also factual.
I mean, it's a lot better than the alternative, where you're like, oh man, you're hot. How old are you? And they're like, I'm 17. And you're like, nope.
Yep. Yeah. I think the I've seen a lot of people have disgust for that style of character, and I have to just ask, why? Does it really matter how
some
they
people,
look?
I guess.
Like, if you're thinking of doing that at all moments in time to all sorts of characters, why? Maybe there's something wrong with you.
I mean, I know when I was a kid, I had a huge crush on Blaze the Cat, but like, now it's just, I have a crush on,
Let's not go in. Let's not go into the cream situation from the Sonic Rush video.
Yeah, let's please
no.
don't. Please
no,
no.
no. I was gonna say that that I'm more into like Carmelita Fox now.
Which the games themselves have done that already. So, yeah.
Oh, I mean, I had a sort of relationship, like a, wouldn't say like relationship, like as if I was dating the person, but like relationship as in like the kind of love-hate friendship relationship, whatever, that I had with a vixen. where I was their Sly Cooper and they were my Carmelita. And it was amazing. I
What-
miss them.
What happened to that?
They moved, and don't talk on Telegram that much anymore. Like I'm still in their group chat, but like me and all of that person's friends miss her. Like they're not dead or anything like that. It's just
Okay.
life's been so busy with them that they're not on Telegram much these days.
They're pulling on me.
Oh boy, I'm having all sorts of issues with music today. I'm trying to
What
find.
is it playing now?
I switch it over to some Bomberman music, and it's just like, kind of done with the Bomberman music. Let's see. Some Yoshi Island in here.
Boop, boop, ba-doop, boop.
I just got a job offer for 7 to 7. I don't know if I should take that.
7
I
a.m.
know,
to
I'm
say.
myself.
Wait,
Yeah.
7 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Yeah,
That's a lot.
That's a 12-hour shift.
yeah.
We're just gonna state the obvious for a while, you know. It's how I do.
It's how I cope.
Have you ever done the did?
I did the
No.
donut.
You did the do.
I've never done the did, but I've did the done. It wasn't fun.
Wasn't fun, was it?
No.
That's a shame. Da, 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 da. I could just say though, like this, I'm really glad I do get to do these streams for everybody. They make me very happy.
That's really good. I'm
I-
happy for that.
I just wish I had more shit to talk about.
Eh, well, I mean, I would look for topics to talk about, but a lot of times it's like stuff that's not really entirely YouTube friendly.
That's true.
Yeah, well, like, even the pandemic isn't so much YouTube friendly.
Well, I mean, it's bad talking about the pandemic, but it's not as bad as it was when it was like first happening, where you couldn't even say COVID like without getting demonetized.
There are some
you had
parts
to-
where you'll still get demonetized if you say COVID in some parts on some videos.
I just know that like when the pandemic was first happening, I just went with the Game Grumps route where they called it the Backstreet Boys reunion tour.
Yep.
That is amazing.
Yeah, and I gotta agree with them. Like, although it's gotta be something. Although I wouldn't say the Backstreet Boys because it's gotta be something that like people of like our generation don't really like.
Justin Bieber's getting back together with ice cream. Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. Like some band that's as popular as for our generation that's as popular as the Backstreet Boys back in the day or whatever. But like
Reincarnation Project.
the what now?
What?
Yeah, what? You cut out there.
Oh, the Little Uzi Reincarnation Project.
The what now? What is that?
You don't know, Little Uzi like kind of fell off the face of the planet. I don't remember if he's the one who passed away or not. But everyone's like screaming that he had so much potential, but he was literally just another mumble mouth rapper, I believe.
Oh, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about, but I because like I remember going to work and being like, "Oh, this person died," and they were like, I was always like, "Who?" And they were just like, "You don't know this person? They has so much
Exactly.
potential," and I was always like, "Yeah, but who?"
But
Who?
that's the thing. all human beings have the potential to do literally anything.
Exactly.
Like, I mean, look at look at Concerned Ape of Stardew Valley. He had the potential to make something freaking like beautiful, and he did. He made Stardew Valley, and he's working on another game called Chocolate Haunteteer, where you like run a chocolatier business in a haunted mansion.
Interesting.
And like literally for like human potential, like look at frickin' Toby Fox. He was like, oh, I'm just gonna make a game called Undertale, and that did successful.
Yeah.
Like,
But like, isn't it
like
strange just
like
a
when
little
somebody-
bit?
Huh?
Isn't it just strange just a little bit to think that like some people are just like valued higher for no discernible reason?
for me, it's just really, it's just really weird for me. It's like, oh yeah, that person had potential, but you know who also has potential? Literally anybody else. Like, like frickin' I lost my train of thought. Hold on.
This channel. You know, you never know who runs this channel, but they've sure as shit got potential.
Yes, they do. Because they are the sweetest
You know,
and kindest.
whoever the fuck that person
Yeah.
is.
Some guy named Gavin. I don't know.
That little bastard. And all his friends, too. Like, goddamn.
Yeah, the raccoon guy is especially the most annoying. Like, Jesus Christ, put him in a dumpster.
I said they got potential, not annoying.
A small trash fire. That's all we need.
It's like a group of like 6 or 7 people just sitting around a trash fire, just going, "Watch YouTube!"
No, it's a group of 6 to 7 people just being like, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more content.
I want like a homeless man to do that now. Just be like, creep out the kids. Just be like, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for
dude.
more content.
Dude, Portland has a very large homeless people problem right now. So like, like if I really could, like if I really wanted to, I probably could just find a homeless person and be like, and just pay them to like to do a little scene where I just like walk up to them and be like, oh hey man, what's going on? And they just like say as creepily as possible, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
No, I'd be down for it, but I don't want to exploit the homeless.
I don't want to either, is the thing. Like, I know what it's like being homeless. I was homeless as a kid.
Me too.
I was almost homeless as a kid. If you guys want to hear that story.
Sure.
So,
Why not?
I was growing up. It was me and my brother, and my parents were still together at this time. And I don't know what came over me, but I asked, and I only recently found out and remembered exactly what this was. But I had asked, why is my brother so retarded? You know, a 8-year-old kid asking this. And my dad got so pissed off. I had just learned what that word meant. I never used it after that for a really long time. But my dad got so pissed off because, like, he had heard... Like, my dad had already, like, cursed around me and my little brother. Like, enough to where, like, we probably could have discerned what each word meant if we really wanted to. But my dad got so pissed off when he asked me where I learned it, and I said him. He got so mad that he told me and my little brother to pack up our stuff and get out of his house. He handed us a hamper basket, and my mom had to fucking convince him to let us come back in the house. He was going to let us walk all the way down to the end of the road. We lived in the country at the time, so that would have been a long-ass walk to the city. Like a 3-day walk.
Yeah.
You know,
Like, if your mom hadn't convinced him, you guys probably would have died of like dehydration or something, or even worse.
well, we would have died of a lot more than that.
Hence why I said or worse.
Yeah. But my mom had convinced him to let us go back inside, and then later on that year they got a divorce.
Eh,
So, but yeah.
good for your mom. Good for your mom. Good for everybody but him.
Yeah, and I could tell that story in full confidence that I had no idea what the fuck I was doing. My brother packed his toys, I packed fucking clothes.
How old were you? Greytail wants to know.
I was 7. My brother is 3 years younger than me to the day.
Okay.
So he kicked out a 7 and a 4-year-old and told them to basically live on their own.
Yep. Because I cursed at the dinner table.
Adult.
Man, like a lot of people don't like saying the word retarded, but I gotta say that guy is definitely
Not
some
there.
level of it.
So when I
Yeah.
when I say to you and so when I say to SML and Harry, yeah, they're my dads. Because my dad was kind of an ass.
A little bit. I don't know.
You know.
I don't know.
A little bit of an ass.
A
Like
little bit.
This guy was happy. This guy tried to kick out a freaking 4-year-old and a 7-year-old, and was happy knowing that they could have potentially fucking died.
Yep.
It's like the fucking owner from. It's like the owner for Heart Attack Grill.
What?
Oh, you've never heard of the
You
Heart
don't know
Attack
that?
Grill?
Okay,
No.
so I learned of this information recently, but Heart Attack Grill is a fast food place in Arizona. It was founded in 2005 by some guy who came up with the idea for his fast food place after watching like a documentary about how a lot of people on diets would constantly cheat on their diet and such like that. So he decided to make his fast food joint Heart Attack Grill. And his goal of it is basically teaching people about trying to like not eat fast food and like eat like a healthy balanced diet and exercise and such like that by doing a 180 and serving the fattiest, most greasiest, oiliest food known to man. I think one of his burgers is like I think one of his burgers is like the equivalency of like 14 Big Macs or something like that, just compact into one. Yeah, and like the thing is that with this owner, he gives 0 fucks about anything and will say everything honestly. Like he has had several customers legitimately die at his restaurant, which would be bad for business for any other company, but not his apparently. And at one point, one of the people had died of from a heart attack while waiting for the bus near his establishment. That person went to the establishment, ate food there, blah blah blah. And like that person died. He somehow managed to get the ashes of said person who died and walks around proudly being like, yeah, here's the ashes of a person who died at my fast food place.
Happy customer.
And he's like, yeah, he's like nonchalantly like happy about it. And not only that, but like he also cartoonized the person. Like the person who died of the heart attack is now a fucking cartoon character at his restaurant. And here's another thing with the fucking restaurant: if you like order some food there and you don't manage to eat every single bit of it, like at all, you are like one of the frickin' like staff members is which is like a woman in like a nurse outfit, basically spanks you.
Oh, it's that place.
Yeah, and like
Couple of
like every
furs
time you
actually
go
went
into
there,
the
I
building,
think.
you have to wear a hospital gown.
Yeah, it's
And I'm just like, what? And I'm just like, of everywhere you picked fucking Arizona. You picked Nevada?
yeah, real fucked up place. I want to go there one time, but like every time I think about it, I'm just like too disgusted to go.
Every time I go there, well, every time I go there, yeah, oh yeah, I've clearly been there. No, every time I've thought about going there, I'm just like, no, I don't feel like going there because it, like, if I go there, I'm probably gonna go to jail for attempted murder.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a fucked up place.
It's an extremely fucked up place. Like, I'm surprised that one, it's not only still around, like 15 or so years later, but like, I'm surprised it's only one store, like, and that nobody has like snapped and tried to burn the place to the ground or something like that.
Hey, how far are we into this already?
I'd have to refresh the page, but last it says 2 hours.
All right, so once I finish up this these feet, I'm going to call it here,
These
and
feeties.
then I'll
Also,
finish this up.
Retail asks, why isn't your dad in jail again?
That's a good question.
That is a good question.
Probably because
Anyway,
probably because he has a pretty good lawyer.
Ugh. But anyway,
But
while you're finishing up the feedies, I'm just gonna say, for those that are watching, if you like this content, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe because it helps out the channel for Gavin, and like it like encourages him to do more of this type of content and all that such, and like
Also boosts the algorithm. Leave a comment, give
yeah,
an opinion.
it also
Question.
helps with the algorithm and such like that as well.
yeah,
And also for those who are watching this and like and are like and whatever, Gavin has a Discord channel. It will be the link in the description. You can join at any time. He also has a PayPal.
you can donate to, and if you want to
Yeah.
donate, but you want something more out of it, guess what? Commissions are open. So just send me a message on Discord. And,
yeah, there's also that.
yeah. All the things. It's gonna take me a bit longer to actually get done with this, but yeah.
Well, I mean, I know it's gonna take you a lot longer to get done with that, but it's sort of like closing ceremony.
Gentle reminder.
Gentle reminder and closing ceremony, sort of like advertisements or whatever.
Yeah. But that's basically it. There's not a whole lot left to this, at the very least.
It's just coloring the feet, the little toe beans, the pobs, whatever you want to call it.
Boobs.
The what now?
You never heard that meme?
The beans. What the fuck?
Oh yeah, no, I know that one. But I thought you said the boobs or something like that. I don't.
Yes, dude.
My
Yeah,
hearing's
I
not good
love
today.
me some. I walk around with my boobs all the time.
Nice boobs.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just walk up to a fat man. Hey, nice boobs.
I got you. I feel that.
Oh, I also forgot to mention that with the frickin' heart attack grill, apparently Nikocado Avocado went there.
Yeah.
Like in
No
December
way.
last year.
Gotcha. Remind me to stay away from that place.
I'm just like, if this is any reason to like tell people to avoid the place like the plague, and like hopefully make that like go out of business or something, there's your spokesperson.
Yep.
Damn.
Whoa, ma'am, the ma'am of woo. That's what Revolt
I got so
said.
many people wanting to play with me on VR now.
Oh boy. That's
VR as in
Yeah.
VR chat?
Yeah,
Yeah, I have VR chat.
I just got
don't.
it.
I don't. Oh, nice. You liking it so far, or?
So far, yeah. Day 3, and a lot of very fun and helpful beans have been helping me get characters and worlds.
Yeah,
and
get
situations.
avatars and like figure out how things work and such like that. It's a very nice thing. You should. There's a world that I like to hang out at a lot because it's well. I mean, yeah, it's compact, it's small and such like that, but it makes me feel safe. It's called Rainy Roads. It's
Yeah.
it's essentially a world where it's just you're in an RV trailer on a highway to an unknown location. Like it's an infinite ride, essentially.
True.
But like,
Truman goes
But-
to the malls and the arcades and stuff.
but like in Rainy Roads, it's like the ground floor is just the bottom part of the RV. You know, where you've got the bed in the back, you've got the driver's seat and such like that. Although the driver's seat is taken up by like a model, pose doll, whatever you want to call it, a
Oh, an
mannequin.
entity? Yeah.
Entity. And then there's like a ladder to go up the stairs, and up the stairs it's like 3 pillowy sections. There's like the front area, which is like sort of like a circular ring, sort of like a C shape.
Oh, the color corner. Got it.
And such like that, and like you can just sit there and chill, and like right next to it is a little pillow fort, which I call the Raccoon Cave or Raccoon Cove because it's small, it's compact, and it's just there. It makes me feel that it's where I'm the safest. And then
Yes.
like there's the spot that's like right that you spawn in, like when you go up the ladder, which is the middle area. It's got like pillows on either ends and such like that. And then there's the back area where it's got a top mirror, like mirrors that you can look at in front of you. It's supposed to be like the back part of the RV for the upper floor, and it's got like and it's also got like a little TV that you pull up. It's pretty great.
That's cool.
And
Yeah.
with that, I got done the 2 parts of Nick's commission, and I got done a majority of Foreman's commission. So all we have left to do now is wait on their responses.
Yay!
So that's goody. But that's all for me. At least I need to take a break now because I've been staring at the screen for like 2 hours.
I feel that.
I got a question for you, Gavin. Do you ever feel like a plastic bag drifting through the wind, wanting to start again?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Do you ever feel
I
like a
don't know if
plastic
you've heard
bag?
me say that.
No. I rummage through plastic bags. What are you talking about?
Sh-
I consume them because I'm Tortle.
Tortle.
You are not Tortle.
Tortle. Bat is Tortle. Bat
You
Fox
were
is
wrong.
Tortle. Well, that's all for today. Oh boy. I hope everybody had
Yeah.
fun. Yeah. Oh boy. Oh,
Of course.
Shit. Yeah. That's all for me. Anything else you guys want to add?
No.
I just popped my neck and it hurt.
Alrighty.
Like, I didn't even do it that like hard. I just was like, stretch.
Oh boy. Alright, well then that's all from today. Hope everybody had fun. Remember to like, subscribe, ring the bell, join the Discord. Donate if you wish. PayPal's in the description. I've got commissions open for a time, so get them while they're hot. And that's all from me. I've been your humble host.
Spicy.
I've been your humble host, Gavin the Kitty. Have a great rest of your day. Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Raccoons.